Jack, can you go ahead and clip that?
How long have you been sitting there?
Jared has been dead for 12 years. When are you going to move on?
My God. What are we doing?
Today we are moving on. Jared Dines is dead, everybody. Hey, baby nips. Huh? You like metal?
Well, yeah. It's only the best thing ever. Of course I love it.
Well, what about connecting with other metalheads to talk about metal?
Well, yeah, that sure does sound nice. Too bad nothing like that exists.
Well, that's where you're wrong, kiddo. I've got just the app to solve all your metal needs. Amino Metal Edition.
What?
Amino is a giant network of communities full of pretty much everything you could be excited about. From horror to gaming to food to what gets us all greasy, the metal section. If you're like me, or you have braces, then you know what it's like to be a metalhead, and also have bad genetics. Metal Amino is a great way for metalheads to stay connected in a community of people with the same interests. There's tons of ways to stay entertained, like voting on polls to voice opinions on why metalcore isn't really metal, or maybe it's the joy of sharing your obscure black metal top 10 list. Think of all the true cult bands you could find. Just look at the power of Amino, look at him go. He's so happy. Oh my God. Stop. It's too much. No! Amino has tons of public chats, so if you're having trouble finding other metal boys and gals in your town, then get to chatting and make some friends and maybe some new bandmates even. Whatever your vice is, one thing's for sure, Amino's got you. So if you're a metalhead looking for other metalhead friends, then go ahead and download Amino by following the link in the description below. Rock on, baby. Take it away, Austin. Oh, God.
I need help.
No, we're looking at the worst Christmas gifts you've ever got, you fucking sack of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my parents hate me. My grandma has Alzheimer's, and she got me a fucking bag of Skittles that it was empty. Whoop-de-doo! Alright, let's see what you guys got.
I can tell you had such a good Christmas.
I had a shitty Christmas. It was dumb, it was expensive, and I got dumb stuff from my grandma again.
Oh no. Okay, we'll talk about that at the end of this video.
This isn't about me right now. It's about Jared Rich.
Jared Rich. He says, my father accidentally got me bondage gear. He thought it was leather bracelets. I'm a punk and also metalhead, so I always wear chains and blah, blah, blah.
And such.
So he got him bondage gear.
Yeah, which is like, good shit.
You know, I think he probably was glad he got bondage gear, but he's like, I need to publicly say something about this so they don't think I wanted bondage gear, which is...
The follow-up is like, are you wearing it, though? Did you
if you're into bondage, be into bondage.
I didn't want to be rude to my dad. Like, he bought it and, like, you know, didn't have the gift
Don't be a pussy about being into bondage.
Yeah, if you're in it, be in it. I like that one. Is that the GIMP one for your mouth? The little hole one?
I think that's for your anus. You just stick it right...
Who's that for?
It's just...
It's like the Play-Doh stars to like shape your shits.
Right, yeah. Scott Parker says it's pretty funny. My brother friend made it for my brother. They're 25. You and I ain't so different, Spider-Man.
Nice. The low effort top paint. Like,
right, yeah.
Oh, I fucked up. I'm not gonna try to fix that at all.
I was like, oh, this is cute. Like, you know, from like a young kid. It's like, nope, they're 25.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
They're actually 25.
Not so hot.
I couldn't probably even do that, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. But it's also like, knowing that, you wouldn't make somebody a mug.
Unless it had sentimental value and it was funny. Right. Like a gag gift.
Right.
That'd be a funny gift.
Like something to gag on to help test your reflexes. That's a thoughtful gift.
Isaac Erickson doesn't have a picture, but he says, my uncle once got a Christmas gift from his sister, a picture of a penguin. Not a framed picture, a 1-inch by 1-inch cut piece of paper from a National Geographic put in an envelope. No card, no letter, just a cut piece of magazine page.
My uncle from his sister, a grown-ass woman, cut out a picture of a penguin from a magazine.
Well, how grown-ass? Because he could be like old-ass. And like, just be like senile or something.
She's just like, I'm not getting him anything. Like, yeah, right. I'm not gonna try.
Here you go, honey. I got you a penguin. You can put it on your wall if you want.
Oh, that's Lucina. Who doesn't know Lucina?
That's Shulk from the Xenoblade Chronicles. God damn it, Grandma.
How do you know that, Grandma?
Lucas Miller says, I scuba dive and my grandma got me a shirt with the scuba diver on it. But the writing around the outside said, world's greatest muff diver. I was crying from laughing so hard. My dad then had to explain to her why she needed to return it. The best, worst present. We started getting money from that point on. That's hilarious.
That seems right.
That's like the most like nice, innocent grandma thing of just like, oh, muff has to be something to do with scuba diving.
It's probably a type of shellfish.
Exactly, yeah, right. Like they're getting the oysters and the pearls and the clams, and that's called muff.
It's
Like, well, it's kind of a clam, but it's not quite that one.
They go to the ocean, they dive for the muff. It makes sense.
That's really funny. I like that.
I just love like the whole. It happens to us. We talk all the time about the disjointed relatives of like, oh, you like a thing?
Yeah.
Well, here's a shirt with that thing.
Here's a shirt with a guitar on it that's 3 sizes too big.
Yeah.
Happy Christmas.
Enjoy.
It's like, I got you fucking whiskey. Like,
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I got you something you can enjoy. You got me a
shirt
triple XL shirt.
You got me a fucking shirt. I'm gonna like that. If something spilled right now, I would easily be like, yo, just use this.
Yeah, exactly.
Clean it up.
All right. Roxana says, when I was 10, I got 2 Japanese dancing mice. I was really happy about them, but they died after 2 days. Probably some sickness, she says.
Yeah, psychopath.
And took my hamster as well. I basically got death for Christmas. Did you forget to feed your 2 Japanese dancing mice?
Last Christmas,
I gave you my mouse.
And the very next day, you killed it.
Now get out of my house!
It's the fuck house.
Damn, that sucks.
yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's a pretty.
And took my
Black
hamster,
Christmas.
poor hamster.
Right,
He
yeah.
didn't do anything. He's
Like-
just living his life, and he's like, "What's up, tourists?
Hey, what's up,
You're
guy?
new
Yeah.
here."
How you doing? Oh, that's some pretty sick dance moves you got there.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, they are.
Right.
We're gonna take you with us.
Have fun, you little
Pretty
shit.
fucked up.
Marciano says, I got this frog, and it squeaks. Obviously, it was from my grandma because grandmas give the best gifts, but it's a dog toy. And that's all I got this year, honestly. See, it could just be very meta. Like your grandma's like, what am I gonna get this bitch?
And she's like,
I'm gonna get her a dog toy because she's a bitch.
Yeah, maybe you suck. Maybe this is on you.
Right.
It'd make you feel
It's
bad.
a super intelligent grandma meta thing that
It just seems like such a grandma gift of like that you got forgotten about
Right.
probably, and then you
know what it
showed up
was?
and she's like, "Fuck, there's another grandkid."
Yeah.
It was like,
let's go to the car. What do I got in the car?
Sorry, Puddles. I'm like,
There's got to be something in the car, or it's very innocent again, and it's like she likes frogs, so I'm getting her this dog toy that's a
Right.
frog.
Miss Frog toy.
Jorian.
I mean,
He says, "Oh, just this camera lens for a camera I don't have that I can't use because I don't have it."
that also seems like a disjointed relative.
yeah,
or like a parent that doesn't really.
I
Quite
saw
care.
you just started taking photos on Instagram, and I figured you were into photography, so here's the lens.
Right, a grandma that like read an article once
Right,
and was
yeah.
like, "Oh, you just need lenses to take
Yeah.
photos."
Well, it says here that this lens is the best one for photography. I think that's what you need.
I take my throwaway camera to Walmart every week and print out my blurry pictures.
It literally could just be someone who's trying to get rid of shit. Because that's a lot of gifts, too. Like, with people who just don't care. They're just like, I'm just going to find something of mine that they want. Not that they want that exact item, but it's like, oh.
Something you know that they would
Yeah,
like know
if-
what it is. Not
sure.
even want, they just know what
Or
it
if
is.
someone's like, I want to play guitar, and I just wrap up one of my cheap guitars and give it to them. It's like, okay, it's nice, but it's like, you just give them stuff you don't want anymore. Like, I
that you
gotta
have
get rid of it.
now.
I'm gonna put on OfferUp for free.
Right.
Like, put some effort into it.
Nicole this year from my grandma got a little like box that had a card with it, and in the box was like a chocolate or something just like just random, not very nice, but the card was titled to my grandma. So somebody gave that to my grandma,
Oh,
and then
no.
she just re-gifted it to
Oh, and she didn't
to
open
Nicole.
it?
No, because she didn't.
my
She didn't know that the
God.
card said to Colleen. Obviously,
my God.
Because she wrote Nicole
That's
in the front, so she
embarrassing.
took the card, put it in an envelope, gave it to her, and then opened it. And it says like,
that's
Hi, Colleen. Hope you enjoyed your Christmas.
it's like all thoughtful and shit, but it's addressed to my grandma.
And how shitty for the person who gave it to
Yeah.
Colleen.
She's gonna be like, "Did you like the card that I gave you?"
Yeah,
She's like,
the
"Oh, nice."
heartfelt message that I spent half an hour writing for you. Like, oh, I gave that to my...
Oh, no, I ignored that and just gave it to someone else.
Yeah, sorry, I'm too old to be giving a
Bob.
fuck at this
I
point.
bought 3,000 items off QVC a minute ago. What? What are you talking about?
Dansky Romansky says, my aunt sent me and my brother wigs one year. Okay, that's not bad.
Look at that face.
I mean, yeah, I thought that was his hair, like, honestly, for a second.
It's just funny. I just love the relative thing. They always do something like, I don't know, like here's some goofy wigs.
They do skits like sometimes and like
they like funny stuff.
They watch those guys who wear wigs and
they watch those guys. It's like when you get like those potato face glasses.
Yeah.
Like it's got the nose and the bushy eyebrow.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're like, what am I gonna do with this? Like,
see, my hope is that they're like really into drag races, like drag queens.
Right.
And he's like, well, they're into drag queens, so let's send them a couple of wigs.
Right. Let's
just
get
like
them
the
involved.
most unattached, like what has kind of something to do with that thing they
Right.
like, wigs and nail polish.
We'll just send them a whole kit to dress up and like, hey, we just like the show, Grandma.
Right, exactly. Haley Pittman says, I got this just this year. It's a tradition in the family now, I guess, to where if you get the can of pumpkin, you have to give it to another person as a gift while writing the years on the can to keep track of it. I was really excited about the lamp, actually, because it came in a lamp box. Till I opened the box and saw a pumpkin.
Why?
We kind of have a thing, it's a silver squirrel nutcracker. And it's this metal squirrel, it's silver, and it opens its mouth. You can lift the tail up, and its mouth opens, and then you put the nut, and you can crack it. Nobody wants it. It's horrendous. But it's been in the family white Christmas gift exchange for about 7 years now.
So did you re-gift it? 'Cause
I got it 2 years in a row.
I was gonna say I've seen it before.
Yeah,
like, I know what you're talking about.
No, it's somewhere. It was literally my parents were like, oh, we missed your squirrel at the Christmas gift exchange because we were on tour.
Right.
Because I couldn't make it, so they were like, oh,
I shipped it to you, don't
squirrel.
worry.
And I'm just like, oh, I still have that squirrel. Sweet.
Right. What are they gonna do if you're like, I fucking threw that away? What do you mean?
Yeah, right.
I was supposed to keep that.
You could go to TJ Maxx and get it for $5.
I like to imagine that they probably started with the dad, and everyone's like, finally years later, like, why are we doing this?
Right.
And he looks at him, he's like, I just wanted to see if we can do it.
Yeah, if we can.
You're like, fuck you, Dad!
I want to see if we can hold something together for more than 5 years in this family, okay? Gabby Hendricks says, my boyfriend gave me a huge box. Was his dick in the box?
No, it wouldn't be huge.
Oh, inside was another box, but smaller. Are you sure it wasn't his dick in a box?
It's just, it goes until his micro penis is popping out.
And then I opened that one. There was a smaller box, and so on and so forth. Last box was a little red box, and this was inside. It's supposed to be a chocolate flavor lip balm.
But instead, it was just his micro penis.
It was just his micro
It was
penis.
supposed to just be lip balm. I went to use it. It turned out.
I opened up the lip balm, and he had cut off his micro penis and put it in the lip balm.
What the fuck, Vincent Van No?
God. Wow. Next.
Thank you.
Ovidio He said, that's impressive. He said, I received this thing for ironing clothes without using an iron. Bought off a TV commercial. Looks like they see me as a middle-aged, tech-savvy housewife with some sort of iron phobia. Instead of the 19-year-old dude that I am, that never irons his clothes anyway.
Yeah, when I initially saw this, I was like, that's pretty neat. But then at the end, when he's like, yeah, I never iron. I was like, yeah, I don't think I ever iron either.
It's neat, but I would never use ever.
Can't think of the situation where I'm like, you know what? I got 10 minutes to kill. I'm just going to...
And I feel like if you're like a housewife who does like ironing every day, you wouldn't use that because then like your friends would just come over and make fun of you and be like, oh, that's Cheryl.
Right. Oh.
She has the cheap, easy ironing board.
I can see your mother never taught you. Something
exactly. Like I would just imagine like rich housewives would have. Do you know how some people are like their cars are like in Psycho? It was like their business cards. They're like, look at this business card. Mm-hmm. It's like their ironing board. It's like gold plated with like sapphires around. It's like,
Cheryl.
do you see this ironing board?
Is that the rare?
You are doing well.
It's the rare Arabian new ironing board, like on her mantle display.
Yeah, exactly. Straight from Africa. It was made of rosewood. Lucas Bailey says, Christmas 2018, thanks bro, loved a Christmas gift. Best brother ever.
Got him.
Got him. I see, okay, as I'm getting older, and I am getting older.
Stop aging. Knock it off.
I just aged 50
quick
years.
subscriber, Jared's gonna age and die.
Oh no. As I get older, I find that the best gifts to get older people that are also your age, because when you get to this age, a lot of times it's like, if you want something within reason, you just go buy it. Right, you just go buy it yourself. You need new shoes, you go buy new shoes. It's not like a kid when you had $12 a week. But like, Gag Gifts.
Right.
I love these. Like, you just get
Yeah.
silly gifts, funny gifts, and you can get 100 of them, and it would cost $30.
Right.
You know, just
Yeah.
get like obviously like 1 or 2 cool things for them, but like
Yeah,
like
sprinkle them with memes.
5 or 6 gag gifts. Just be like, hey, because you can almost have like a cool little like a meme year recap of like moments,
Meme
like how I
review.
did last year with your little Dickie's barbecue pit card.
Yeah,
where it was like,
that was funny.
you know, just like callbacks to the year of
Uh-huh.
like funny moments.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm about that.
Those are fun. Anyway,
I fucks with that.
Michael Talley says, I got a pair of underwear with an ostrich wearing a hat on the ass for Christmas from my sister.
Hola.
And she was fully serious.
When I first saw this, I thought it was a shit stain on the.
Yeah, that's
on these, so I was like, "This is what a dumb fucking pair of shorts somebody made." And was like, "Let's make this like washed out poop color."
Yeah, exactly. I mean, hat on the okay, so that's on the ass. Yeah,
Yeah,
interesting. So if you do shit yourself, it makes it look like you didn't.
Only if you shit in a line like that.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. That's
It's
weird.
just like, all right. It would make sense if it was like on the crotch and it'd be like, oh, it's an ostrich. Like, oh, it's
Yeah.
like phallic.
Right.
But it's like on the butt, which is just
Right.
the weirdest design. Like, is it
Put the
supposed to look
ostrich
like
head
poop?
here.
Yeah, like who designed this? It's like those like weird like off-brand sites that steal band names and
Yeah.
like merch.
Right.
And it's like this, where it's like a pair of underwear with an ostrich on it and
Well,
a band logo.
Yeah, and I also think like if you're going to sell white underwear, I really am not going anywhere with that. I think white underwear sucks.
Well, putting red on it
It's like the
probably
worst
isn't the
underwear
smartest
because like
idea.
every little thing. So like maybe that's what they were thinking though. Is they were like, oh, we got white underwear. We got to put something on the ass for people who like get shit stains on their
Cover
underwear
it up with
often. Cover it up
Right,
with this
but
ostrich.
Won't the red bleed into the white? Isn't that like
I don't know.
not what you're supposed to do?
I don't know. Moving on. Kirsten Carlson says a pregnancy test from my dad.
Oh.
Wow, was that a very
Heck yeah.
was that a very awkward Christmas moment, or was that like a funny inside joke between you
Or
guys?
is it a funny incest joke in you guys?
Well,
I'm just kidding. Please don't unsubscribe.
yeah, that could be really awkward. It's just like, okay, and you're like,
Right,
the
it's- we needed
the
the
old
context.
skit where it's like, okay, open your gift, go down. What do you want? Calm down.
Oh my god, shiz.
Oh my god, shit.
Oh my god, pregnancy test.
Leston Williams
Like-
just sent a picture of a kid with I think that's a very innocent balloon animal, and he's just
Yeah.
holding it in a bad spot.
It just fits well.
Yeah, he actually he got Santa that year is what he got.
Oh.
And he was so sorry.
You know, Santa's looking forward to
He was
sitting
so
on-
excited.
Santa's trying to sit on that boy's lap, you know what I'm saying?
Kendra Chludzinski, she got a.
Have you ever fucking seen those?
Yes, I used to.
Did
have
we
one.
ever? Yeah, I was gonna say. I just feel like everyone universally sees that. And it's just like, me too.
Yeah,
you too. I
exactly.
mean, like,
I for sure had one of the. It wasn't a Little Mermaid,
right, but just
it
the
was-
design, that
yeah,
principle of like
little
the pushing the
pinball
thing
things.
and it shoots the balls into like the water.
Yeah,
and it sinks into the thing.
Everyone had one, but we played with them for like 15 seconds.
Yeah, because you either beat it or you're just like, oh, I moved my arm on accident, the whole thing fell apart. Like,
Yeah,
This thing
exactly.
sucks.
Dalton Sakeli says, a cane from my grandma. I'm only 16. You know what, though? Maybe that's like a 60-year-old cane that's worth like your entire college tuition.
Well, maybe
And
grandma
she
should've
just
fucking
wants
said
to
that.
make sure that you are smart enough to think, I have no money. Maybe this
threw it
cane.
away already.
Yeah, right?
It's like, well, I learned nothing.
You open up the cane and it's just like...
Sets you on a national treasure type of
Exactly. It's just like
expedition.
solid gold throughout it.
It's threaded with
It's like
jewels.
It's like worth like 20 grand or some shit.
Right. It's got her will in it.
Yeah,
It's
right.
just like
Everything is
supposed
for
to be this
you.
big epic like journey, and he's just like, fuck this shit. Alright, so this is like an experience because I just want you to decipher everything that's happening
Okay.
here.
From Jain Al Hassan,
Nailed it.
he got a.
He got a guitar in a tree. It looks like
Is that like a dick in the box? But it's a
guitar in a, no, it's like a
guitar in
partridge
tree.
in a pear tree, but it's a
Guitar
in a
pear-
tree.
in a partridge tree.
It's a guitar inside a partridge.
It's a guitar
It's a-
on a pear tree.
Hey guys, welcome to
And a
our new
guitar
channel,
on a pear tree. You're right.
That's what he got for Christmas.
That I feel like he just. I don't know.
I feel like there's a joke being made, or he was just like,
Yeah.
check out my guitar.
Yeah.
Use this opportunity to just flex on all of us young
Right.
crackers
I don't
of
know.
the West.
I don't know. Maybe.
Thank you, Zayn.
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
That was the last one. All right, Austin, how was your Christmas?
Last Christmas, I got a blanket. This year, I got a beanie with a flashlight on it.
Wait, what?
I got a beanie with a flashlight on it.
For all your spelunking cave diving
Yeah,
that
who
you
the
do?
fuck uses that? You know what I got last year? Also, I said I know I just got a blanket, but I also got a dad hat that had a flashlight in it. So now I have 2 sets of headwear with flashlights in them for when I go under the house to hang out, I guess. Like, why? Why did I get
I was
that?
gonna say, have you ever showed any interest in cave diving?
In lighted headwear? No, how do you show interest in that? If I showed up with it, why would she get me one? She's like, oh, clearly he has one. Nobody needs 2 of those. And then she also then thought to get me 2 of them.
She just has like a surplus
Yeah.
of
You know that
headlights.
QVC joke I made earlier? That was about my grandma. She's buying dumb shit. And then like, uh-oh, the relatives are coming over. I gotta go to the junk room and buy this one and this one. It's yours now.
I'm trying to find the connection between you and flashlight head beanie.
There is none. Do you
I
remember?
don't.
Do you remember the Upon a Red Sky vocal cover contest?
Yeah.
You remember that sweater I wore?
Yeah.
It was a real gift my grandma got me. That wasn't a joke from somebody or something I bought as a gag. That was a real thing my
Please
grandma
show
got
them.
me.
Show
Right,
them
yeah.
that picture on the screen.
I'm just gonna play the video.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah,
I do
so
remember that.
that was a real gift. It wasn't the right size. And then this year she got me another, like a random like hoodie.
Yeah.
It was like not my size, and
Oh,
it's just
man.
like really like, gaudy to look at.
That's so funny.
I was like, Grandma, please, what? Why? Why did you do this to me? I got you.
remember me when I die.
No, I won't.
That's the worst giver ever.
I'm gonna make sure you die twice by forgetting about you in my head. That way you have 2 deaths just to spite you.
Damn, that's actually savage as fuck.
What's up, Grams?
That's super hard, actually. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you twice in my mind, you bitch.
What up? What about you? Do you have a good Christmas?
I had a good Christmas.
Did you get
I mean,
another silvered squirrel?
No, because I wasn't able to make it. Got some gifts that are like shirts and like stuff like that. I got a pair of shoes. Yeah, small stuff. We do stockings still, so we get like a bunch of candy and like little stuff.
Like deodorants? Shit.
Yeah, exactly. Everything that like points to you, like, oh, you need to clean more.
Right.
Mouthwash and deodorant and
Dude,
cologne.
those are honestly
So yeah, no,
pretty
it's
underrated.
fine.
Yeah,
like,
you're
cool, you know.
Cool, now I don't have to buy
It's just
this
easy to make a joke about it. Like, oh, you got me a bunch of deodorant and
socks.
mouthwash. You trying to tell me something?
Do you know what the worst is? Like, I'm all about getting socks, but like when a motherfucker opens the bag and they're like those high ass socks that I'm like, why
Yeah.
did you get these? Like,
Yeah.
I know you went to Walmart and saw the options. And were like, I'm gonna get the tall ones
Right.
that no one wears.
The only time the tall ones are okay is if they have like cool graphics on them. I
Right,
feel
yeah, if it's like an actual like design.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it's just that like long string,
yeah, they're like
scrunchy shit.
yeah, the jammy socks.
Yeah.
They're like nighttime like yeah, you're not
They're
gonna
like-
wear those out.
Yeah, they're socks I don't need a whole bag of.
Yeah,
They're like,
exactly. Right.
sock. That's why the cool ones are sold as one pair. Because
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, they'll probably just need this one pair.
Yeah, exactly.
Not 35 pairs of the bottoms of long johns that have been cut off.
Oh man, yeah, it's fun. It was fun. It was a good time. I mean, my family's just so white.
I feel
They're
that.
so
Respect,
it's just so so funny, like socially awkward. Like, yep.
Mhm. Yep.
Hope you guys had a good Christmas, and thank you for doing the submissions for the video. And yeah.
Subscribe or die. Suffer. Suffer! 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 Suffer!